I've spent just over 2 decades searching for a type of pretty that I could snuggle into comfortably. I used to think that pretty was my 65-year-old grandmother, bravely climbing mango trees bare breasted. But in the leafy suburbs where I grew up, bare breasts are a thing to be spoken about in hushed tones behind closed doors amongst decent people. And then I thought that pretty were the women of the tribes in the Gabon and the Omo Valley, who knew nothing of these restrictions imposed by mainstream imagery and of these unspoken rules of society. I used to think that pretty was my 5-year-old niece, parading her peppercorned hair as if it were a gem for the world to discover. And then someday I stumbled across my own pretty. Like a mischievous kid holding out one leg, ready to laugh at my fall, it knocked the arrogance into my stride. My pretty presented itself in a form that only a 2-decade-year-old me would be mature enough to understand. In this impromptu meeting, my pretty whispered to me, "Honey, it's in the way you artfully tie your hair up into a bun perfectly resembling the Leaning Tower of Pisa, in the asymmetrical eyeshadow you skillfully apply, and in the lopsided posture that your clothes choose to take, my dear, your pretty is in the scars that you've tried to rub away with squinted eyes like you were wishing to a magic genie." I used to think that pretty was something I would grow into. But what if that leaning tower was inspired by my disproportionate beauty? And what if my stunning was long written many light years ago in encrypted codes to be embedded into my skin? And what if my scars are a reminder that my gorgeous is not an already defined concept that I need to fit into, but rather what I define with my divine beauty?